welcome to another episode of Dada Next Door. As you know, this is the show that showcases incredible talent. We display the efforts that are made when art and activism come together, and we go a step further to highlight the phenomenal, amazing women who are behind social change. They use their artistic expression and creativity to push for reform and make things better. As always, I am your host, Annie Agesa, and today we're joined by the best storyteller ever. She's funny, such a ray of sunshine, and she'll smile and we'll forget our lines. Okay. Her name is Maisy. Maisy Odalo. Maisy Fidence Odalo. We have to say all of them because it's a package deal. Karibu sana, Dada Next Door.
Asante sana.
Such a pleasure to have you here.
The pleasure is all mine.
Ooh, the pleasure is all hers. So we want to learn so much more about you. She is the outgoing champion of the East Africa Poetic Hour Battle, 2023 champ. And she's going to tell us so much more about her experience there, her growth as a poet, and we'll also learn about her other endeavors with storytelling, okay? So, karibu.
Asante sana.
I'll give you a chance to introduce yourself. But since you're my victim today, let me tell you how it goes. Let me tell you how it goes. You're a hostage. And we have to play a tiny little game. So the game I want us to play today is a game. It's just a word game. We're telling a story together. And the last 3 words of my statement should be the last 3 words of yours.
The last or the first?
The first.
Oh.
So if I finish... once upon a time in Cambodia, there was a person. And then you'll start, there was a person
I get
that
you.
wanted. Yeah, sour. Okay, you can take 3, 4 words, whatever makes sense to pick out. Deal?
Deal.
We're okay?
Yeah.
Do you want to start or do I start?
Just start.
I start. You know, this morning was a very tough morning.
Cut. Rolling. Action.
I start again.
I start again.
Tough
It was a tough morning. Now there's a...
Pick whatever makes sense to you. Okay. There was once a village in Nyanza.
In this Nyanza village, there was a girl by the name Martha.
The name Martha was very interesting to the people of Nyanza.
The people of Nyanza all liked Martha, her physique, her voice, her smile. I mean, she was just pretty.
She was just pretty, but she was so much more. You needed to know Martha before you knew her character. When
her character is mentioned, that is where you draw the line. Her character was not that pleasing as her looks were.
Martha, it took a turn. Her looks were the best, but she was not the best friend a girl could have.
A girl should have a best friend who she can confide in, who she can tell her secrets, but that is not just Martha. Anytime you could tell Martha your secrets, consider that as an information you've passed to the whole society.
I love it. I can't continue with society. Hey, Martha, Martha's friends did not win this round. Let's be honest. Hey, they'd be the secrets of the society. Thank you for humoring me. You have been released. You're no longer a hostage.
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, awesome. So now that we've learnt about you and how you've steered our story, please tell us more. Introduce yourself, what you do, what you've been up to, just briefly, and then we'll get into your activities as time goes by.
Oh, Maisy Fidence Odalo, or Odalo, the poet. Yeah, I'm a 20-year poet, actress, storyteller. What else? Narrator, based in Kisumu, Kenya. Outgoing second year student, incoming third year student at Maseno University, the only university in the equator, in the whole world, in the whole world.
Entire world?
Yeah.
Okay, lest we forget.
In the whole world, pursuing education. I know I don't look like one, but I am a teacher in making. I'm the last born in a family of 3. Yeah, did I say I'm 20? I just turned 20 the other day. I must make that be known.
Oh, you're just a baby.
Yeah. Really? I'm 20.
I mean, oh my God, you're so grown up. Is that what I was supposed to say?
Yeah, you're old. Yeah.
Congratulations on this, your big age.
Thank you so much. I feel so old.
But a teacher, though, you're right. I wouldn't have immediately assumed that you're in that line. Do you actually want to be a teacher? What brought you to this direction?
In high school, anytime a teacher could give me the task to explain to students anything they never understood, I don't want to brag, but I was not a bad student.
Brag,
yeah. So I was let me just say I was a good one.
Put it out there.
So anytime the teacher could give me a task to teach my fellows, everyone could compliment on how I knew how to teach. Everybody could say it loud, blah, blah, blah. And they used to call me professor. That is my name, because I used to work with many books and I had my glasses on. So in order for me to be a professor, I must start with education. I want to be a professor in math. So I'm a teacher in practice of math. Ooh. So yeah, that's why. And yeah, I want to be a teacher. I love working with my fellow peers. You know, I'm a teacher in high school, dealing with teens, because I think I understand them. Yeah, I think I know what they're going through. I just want to be there with them forever.
You want to be their guide. You feel like this is now your responsibility.
Yeah, that is my responsibility.
Go, girlie, stand on that.
Yeah.
I hear you. You know, there's some professions that are more of like a calling or a need to, like, you feel this urge that is just deep inside you. You know, you need to be doing this. Education is that for you. Yeah. Wow. And your teaching and explanation and, you know, conveying a message goes just beyond the teaching that you do. Now I believe that you can be a teacher. Yeah. Because you as a performer is also something else. Like, it's something beautiful. It's a whole other character. You know what? Tell me the difference between being Maisy the teacher and being Maisy the performer. Oh.
In high school, I think Maisy was just Maisy. Yes. And I came to learn that if Maisy is Maisy all the time, Maisy the performer is Maisy all the time, I'll rust. People will get used to my jokes. People will get used to me being a storyteller. People will get used to my poetry. So I must differentiate the Maisys. So the Maisy you're getting right now is Maisy Fidence Odalo. And trust you me, you've not seen Odalo, the poet.
You've got to see Odalo.
So Odalo, the poet, is a young girl who's out here to make a statement, who's out here to be known, who's a ghetto girl with a city dream. Did I mention that? A ghetto baby with a city dream.
Say it again.
Who believes that impossible is nonsense. That is Odalo, the poet. On the other hand, Maisy is a soft baby girl who just wants to be given a passenger princess treatment. Wow. I'm just a girl.
She's just a girl.
I'm a last born to make it worse.
It's showing. I'm sure your siblings are watching this.
So Maisy is a girl. Yeah. Odalo the poet is a brother. Yeah, that is how I can have it. Yeah. Yeah. Nimegotha.
Wow. Okay, so that's the energy that you brought to now the East Africa Poetical Battle. We want to know what you talked about. What are some of these themes that you and your poetry explored in that competition specifically? And then Then after that we want to talk about like your poetic journey, venye sasa ulifika hapo, alafu tunaenda wapi. So first, tell us about the energy you brought to the poetic battle.
So when I was selected to be among the contestants of the East Africa Poetic Hour Battle, trust you me, I didn't believe it, because the day that they were supposed to send the email, they didn't. So I was like, oh, at least I tried. Yeah, Nivo. And my mom was like, ni sawa Maisy. Then the next day in Felicity called me. She was the first one to call me. Felicity is a poet from Kisumu, Kenya. And she was like, Maisy, you've been selected. I didn't believe it. I broke my specs that day. I don't even know where they are till date. So we were being given emails. We were sent for the themes that we were supposed to talk about. I saw my fellow contestants. I Googled them.
Yeah.
I knew their strengths and weaknesses. I mean, by the time I saw you, I knew what you could do and what you could not do. I believe that was the only place, that made me a step higher compared to other contestants who didn't even know me. Yeah, and the themes, the first theme we were supposed to talk about DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes. We all know what they were going through at that particular time. So we're just supposed to embrace them and make them feel comfortable and welcome them fully to East Africa. Yes. The second piece, we're supposed to talk about the current situations happening in our country as per then. Yeah. Then the third piece, the toughest one, we were supposed to talk in our vernacular language, any piece. And that is where I knew, like, I told my mom it is a fight well fought. After the third round, mom, it's a fight well fought. And my mom came back and told me, Maisy, you've done your best. Yeah. Then the judges still called me for the finals. I mean, small girl, big God.
Like, is this happening?
Yeah, it's ni God kila time. Yeah. So the last piece was a free performance. You could perform anything, and I believe that is where I made my final statement. I performed a piece by the name Mwanamke wa Ajabu, and I think I moved the audience because I was particularly talking about the female in the society, women, the girl child, anyone. Yeah, I was talking about Mwanamke wa Ajabu, our characters, how our society views us, what the society expects from us, thinking we can deliver it yet we can't, thinking we cannot deliver it yet we can. That is basically, that was my last piece, and I love that piece.
Beautiful. Can I request for this to be the piece for the break?
Kuna ngapi dada?
Oh, that's amazing. I love the fact that you believe in your own performance so much as well. Like, it gives me that confidence, like, hey, this babe knows what she's talking about, so you know what, let me listen, be entertained, and still learn something from it. Beautiful. So is this like the first, not the first, actually, what was your first poetic performance, and where else have we seen you, where else have we heard you, you know?
So I let me say kwanza where I started poetry. I started poetry at the age of 18, immediately after my fourth form. And I was supposed to do a narrative. So I scripted something, a narrative. I wrote particularly a narrative. And this guy, his name is MC Bex. He was like, Maisy, Ebu read this thing out. The moment I read it out, he was like, have you ever heard something by the name spoken word? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Go home and Google. So when I went home, Nika Google, blah, 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 blah. The next day, he came with a piece. I never knew whose piece this was. He just gave me that piece to master, and he's like, this is a spoken word. Angalia YouTube when inafanywa, you're going to perform it. It was on Easter. Yeah, no Easter of 2022.
No pressure whatsoever.
Yeah. So I mastered the piece. I went for the poetic hour. At that time there was a poetic hour aside of from the East Africa Poetic Hour. I went for the poetic hour, and that was my first time ever on stage. And I never knew I was performing someone's piece who was also in the audience.
Who was
so
that
I went,
person?
Felicity Mooney!
We actually have an episode of hers. Please feel free to check it out. She's so well spoken, and that absolutely makes sense, like for you to have felt some way about her piece.
So I performed this piece, and afterwards Felicity comes to me and she's like, hi, I'm just moved of how you performed that piece. You performed it even better than me, yet it's mine. I'm like, wait, it's yours? I never even knew it was hers. And the compliments I had from poet gurus, that is what kept me going. And I was like, if they can say that about me, this is my first time, what can they say if I continue doing it? thanks to Felicity Moody's, she never wanted to see me like going down. She wanted me to go up anytime she had a show. She could write a duet, we could duet a piece anytime, because she had grounds at that time and I was just starting. I really want to thank her. She gave me a place in Sister Darling, Chomana Arts. By the way, we have Chomana Arts 2024 on July. Purpose to attend.
Don't say we haven't told you. Twice now.
So I think I have performed in many events, but let me just say those ones that I think people will know sana.
Hit us.
First, the East Africa Poetic Hour Battle 2022. I performed with the East Africa Poetic Hour Battle 2022 as a curtain raiser, 2023 as a contestant, 2024 as the outgoing winner. I performed with the East Africa Poetic Hour Battle 3 times. I performed at the Africa Media Festival 2024 with over 20 people, with over representatives from 20 countries around the world. And what kept me going sana was the fact that the audience requested me to perform again.
Encore.
That means I delivered what I had to deliver. I performed at the East Africa Media Festival 2020. I performed at the Yali Fest 2024 Kisumu edition. And I think I'm just grateful for the East Africa Poetic Hour Battle. They've given me platforms that I never thought I could perform in. I've done with the kings and queens that I've done with
you are
Ababu na
the
Mwamba.
kings and queens that I've been dying to. Lest you forget.
I've performed in Ababu na Mwamba. I've shared a table with our governor, Professor Anyang. Not once. When I'm saying these people, I'm not
ni
talking.
kawaida
Ni kawaida. I think today night he's preparing something for me.
Tapitia ukiingia ukienda nyumbani.
I've dined with my VC. From Maseno University.
Beautiful.
Professor Nyabundi. I just want to thank East Africa Poetic Hour Battle for that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I love that. I mean, shout out to Felicity, especially, like being a mentor and paying it forward and lifting up other girlies. That's what we're all about. That's what it's all about. And I love that. Like, keep it up. We won't forget. Oh, bless. Okay, so tell me, there's another angle to you. It's not just the performance on stage side. There's the storyteller, TikToker side. Let me say, you need to listen to this young content. Please tell us about your Get Ready With Me's. What are you trying to tell us? You're getting our attention. Unatupeleka wapi tukishakuwa mafans?
So for those who do not know, I do Get Ready With Me's video while storytelling at the same time on TikTok. Follow me at order_low the poet.
We will link it in.
So let me talk about how I started it first. The first time I got a tripod stand, I really wanted to try something new, something that is not in the TikTok industry. I mean, who does get readies and storytelling at the same time? So I gave it a shot. The video you're talking about, that was my first ever Get Ready With Me video.
Oh my gosh,
I recorded it, and the main reason was to why I give my personal stories in those Get Ready With Me videos. I think if I learn from those stories, I want my fellows, my audiences to learn from those stories. That is why I give stories which can make a difference in someone's life. So I set up my camera, blah, blah, blah. I shot that video. I was even doubting whether I should post this or not. But the moment I posted it, the next morning I'm waking up and I'm at 1,000 likes. I'm out. What's going on? What's going on? So my mom was like, now you found your content. Continue doing it. So and the comments in that video were just really encouraging. And there was somebody who was like, I've learned to be satisfied with what I have. Wacha nitumie brother yangu kitu. The comments keep me going.
Hey, you got a little brother, send some money. Ooh, God bless you.
To you might think it's just a comment, but to me, it's a comment. I think they keep me going. So I tell stories, and I've met strangers. People are like, Odalo, napenda stories zako. And that day I must make a video because somebody just told me napenda stories zako.
I'm going to use this energy, channel it. Love it. We look forward to so much more content from you. And bring it to our YouTube channel.
I'm planning to bring it to your YouTube channel. Something hot is cooking. Just go subscribe to that YouTube channel already.
In advance. Don't miss it. Kiasi wataanza kuscreen watu wanaingia.
Museme mulinijua before people. Nah.
Awesome. Okay, so I want us to slide right into a nice peaceful break so that they can start checking out your content, and feel free to leave comments and anything below. Engage with us and click those links. Look at her TikTok. You will not regret it, I promise. But as we go in, would you be into performing? You remember that piece we were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Can we like hear some of it? Tutakuongelesha nyuma ya tent.
Hiyo piece iko na nguvu yenye siwezi sema tu. Naomba mniruhusu nijiondoe kidogo tu. But I can perform some piece.
Sure. Any excerpt that you're comfortable with, we're gonna love.
So leo nimekam kuwapigia story. Si ndio muingie box. Ni ndio muingie kwa thermos juu hii story ni hot. Na tena I am just from eating, so naomba mniruhusu ni spit. Na najua hatuko salon, but mimi nimekam in peace. Nimekam kuambia ati mtu ni mtu tu, ama nisemee watu ni watu tu. Watu ni kusema kusengenyana, hakuna kuhurumiana. So weskiza, peleka life tu pole kama Johnny Walker, na hakuna haraka. So sijaribu kuweka chesa sawa. Na at time search kwa Chrome ni watu wangapi wamemake it kwa the Guinness Book of Record, watakwambia ni EBD imewafanya wakafika CBD. So weka zana tu, na nimekam kukwambia mtu ni mtu tu. Ukizaa mapema wanakuliza woza, ukikosa kuzaa wanakwambia weza. Yani mtu ni mtu tu. Atapaka makeup na bado akwambia face the reality. Yani mtu ni mtu tu. Boy wa Ghetto akimake it watasema ameiba, kama bado haja make it watasema na plan kuiba. Yani mtu ni mtu tu. Yeah, mtu ni mtu tu.
Ama watu ni watu tu.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Snaps all around. We'll see you right after this short break. And we're back, and we're here with Odalo, the poet. It sounds so to say that it's giving brother like Nico serious.
Like si joke.
I'm not Maisy, you're not gonna joke with me. I'm Odalo. I love it. So as you've like been carving out your space, quite niche unatafuta space, yeah. You know, there's so many male-dominated spaces right now all over the place. And as a woman, you find that you have to carve out your own niche, to find your own people, to understand your tiny little audience and make it grow. And I know that comes with a couple of challenges. So what sorts of setbacks have there been? And how have you been able to navigate, to go around them, to find a way? Maybe itasaidia mtu mwingine ako in you know the position where you're starting out and you don't know where to go from somewhere umekwama. So are there any setbacks you're comfortable sharing with us?
Yeah.
And you tell us how you've been able to maneuver.
Well, so before I won the East Africa Poetical Battle, I was still crawling. Yeah, I was just trying to make it in the industry, and I was in year 1 at that time, and in school. So we have these Cooper Awards. Cooper Awards is just like drama festival in campuses. So we have this section for spoken word, and I was like, baby girl, let's give it a shot. I mean, you're a poet. So I went for the auditions. I guess I captured the lecturers' attention, and they were like, you're the one who's going to represent us during the Cooper Awards spoken word segment. And I was so happy. I even wrote a piece. I was there with my guitarist. We practiced, though people never knew me. So in school, we always have this poetry stuff that is called Spoken Heart.
Okay.
So we had the winner of Spoken Heart that year, who's a male, and people believed that he could deliver more than I could deliver, but he never went for the auditions. Are we together up to that point?
We are together.
So 3 days to the Cooper Awards. We're supposed to go to the Cooper Awards. The head of Cooper Awards is in my DMs, and he's like, hi Maisy, hi, how are you? I'm good, blah 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 blah. So tunaweza meet. I'm like, why should we meet? And he's like, see, you know, nothing comes easy. I was so innocent. I mean, I was just in year 1. And I'm like, yeah, nothing comes easy. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
what do you mean?
And he's like, many people want to perform for the Cooper Festival, Maseno Edition 2022. You're not the only one. Sawa sawa. So if we're not meeting, then you're not representing our school in this.
No
Yeah. And I was like,
way.
and to make it worse, it's a female who ended up representing them, not even the male who I thought would represent them. So did that female meet up with that guy? And I think it really broke me. It broke me sana.
Oh,
It broke me
no,
sana.
that's such a
And
bad experience. I'm so sorry.
I withdrew from the co-curriculum activity in my institution for a while because I wanted that lot of leaders to go first.
Step away.
Yeah, to step away. But how I handled, I don't think I handled it. I just withdrew. It broke me sana, but I really want to thank Felicity. The first time when we were rehearsing for my first event, after that Poetic Hour, so our first paying event, I was walking home with Felicity.
Yes.
And Felicity informed me about all this. And he was like, you're getting into the industry, wanaume watafanya hivi, and you'll be asked to do something in order for you to get something. She had already prepared me psychologically for it. That's why it never came like a big shock, but again, it was a shock.
Yeah.
So it just hurt me. So baby girl, if there's someone out there who really wants him to get something, in order for you to get something, maintain your dignity. Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
maybe that opportunity is not for you.
Yeah, and I'm here. I won the East Africa Poetic Hour battle,
See,
and
look what happened.
I'm representing Maseno for the Cooper Festival 2024. I represented it for the Cooper Festival 2023 without me auditioning. So if it's yours, it will be yours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
preach.
yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that
Yeah.
experience. But I know you're saying that you didn't deal with it any specific way, you just stepped away. But that's one way to deal with it.
Yeah, I stepped
I
away.
don't want to be in this situation, so you can have it. Chamini ende huku.
And the fact that everybody is asking you, Maisy, why don't you?
Yeah,
And
why
you
didn't
can't
you
just
perform?
say it.
Yeah.
You're getting it. I'm just a girl.
You're just a girl. I told you you're just a baby and you said no. Okay. You're just a girl then. I'm really proud of you. And once again, Felicity. She told me not to wink on camera because I don't know how to, and I'm just doing it. Okay, bless. So now that I know you're still going to experience a couple of other things, but having a network of women, and even there's some men who are so keen on having you grow in the industry, by the way. There's people who are just out there nurturing talent. So I want to know, okay, no, the point is you're always going to have a helping hand, but sometimes you're going to have to really search for them, okay? But so far, including Felicity, who has been there to like hold your hand or get you through some situations, take you the right places, or who's been there to inspire you to keep going?
Hey, my mom. Thank you to
Thank
my
you to
mom.
my mom.
I think I have the best mom ever.
Aww.
My mom is kinda msanii, if I'm supposed to use that word, but a singer. So I think she understood this industry so much.
Right.
My mom supports me in any way I want. My mom comes to she's never missed any event. Every single event. That support is a lot.
Go, mommy.
Parents, if your daughter or your son or your nephew or your niece has something, kindly show up. It means a lot. During the East Africa Poetic Hour Battle competition, so the preparation, I told you I was translating for the Luo piece, vernacular piece. I used to translate with my mom. My mom could wake me up for dawns. Maisy, we want this thing to come home. Like, my mom could do it as if she's the one who's gonna get the grand prize. Another person I really want to thank is a poet by the name Mr. Zawahenga. Mr. Zawahenga is just my G. He's another man who believes in me more than I believe in myself. When I won the Poetic Hour, my mom was like, Mr. Zawahenga liruka. And I'm like, yo, my goodness. So when I used to rehearse for the East Africa Poetic Hour Battle, I used to rehearse in front of poets, the G's in poetry in Kisumu County.
Yeah.
And Mr. Zawahenga set up that team for me. We had Mr. Zawahenga, we had Phil, we had Felicity Moody, this. We just had a number of poets who were there to support me. But besides, our hangers always played a big role. And he's always there like, Maisy, you should have your own event. Maisy, like if I'm at peace, besides our hang is not at peace. As imekataa my love.
He's like, unafaa kukua.
Hey, you're supposed to do something right now. What are you doing? Yeah, I think I love him. He's pushing me in every corner. He's trying to fix me in every place. I really want to thank him. I really have a lot of people to thank. I want to thank another uncle of mine by the name Baba Joy. I think my other family members never used to understand the usanii part of me. Growing up, other people used to say mini kerere. You're talking a lot. But Baba Joy always made sure they knew that mimi ni msanii in making. Yeah. And he always made me feel that I'm mimi si kierere. I'm just outspoken.
Yes.
You know, that makes you feel so comfortable, right? And right now, sisi, yo mtoto wako si kierere. Just embrace it. There's just someone who's outspoken.
Yeah.
That pays, by the way.
Yeah.
So I also want to thank Baba Joy.
Don't silence them.
Yeah. I have role models in every sector. I have role models from the way they write. I love someone's writings. I love Mercedes writing. Mercedes Benz Nyaruoth. I love Abel Mtua Mkurugenzi. My man, he inspires me in storytelling. I mean, there's no episode of Mkurugenzi that I have not watched. I want in my story life. I want to thank Abel Mutu. I have a lot of
you have so many.
If I have not mentioned you to thank you, it's not that.
It's not.
I don't want to mention.
Ni mimi nina masani machache.
Mambo ni mengi.
Oh, lovely. So I'd like to know, unataka kupeleka wapi this talent of yours, this performance side of yours? What kind of impact are you trying to create? Watu wakusikize ndio nini ifanyike? What are you trying to say to us? Because whether you like it or not, when you're put in such a position, when you've accepted that, I'm a performer, I can use my words and I can use my voice to be at the forefront of something. So forgive us if we have expectations for you to, have an agenda maybe. Of course, we love our artists and we always feel this agenda is positive. So we want to know if you have some kind of positive agenda. Is there some sort of social impact you want to create? Is there something you want to do with the platform that you're creating as you go? What the future of Odalo and the future of Maisy Fidance Odalo, to expect nini?
When I'm always asked the future of Odalo, the poet, I turn back and I say, "Oosh, it's so bright. I can't see it. Oh my goodness, it's so bright. The future of Odalo, the poet, is so bright. I want to be the voice to those people who cannot talk. People are going through a lot. People are going through a lot spiritually, emotionally, financially. People are going through a lot in their families that they cannot talk about. I want to make people feel comfortable in the space they are in. At times you might feel ni wewe tu uko depressed. Baby girl, I'm here to validate your feelings. Many people are depressed. That is what I try to do with my pieces. I try to make you feel comfortable to say what people cannot say, to mention it so that you're not alone in that space. That is the future of Odalo, the poet. Yeah, and I know uko mbele it will be so bright. It's a brand in making. Ama niseme tu, it's a brand.
Loading.
Yeah, Odalo, the poet. Sijui niseme sasa atakuwa brand ambassador wa kila kitu. Kwa sababu when in my Get Ready, the main reason as to why I chose Get Ready is because I use body lotions.
Yes.
If there's a body lotion brand that can work with me,
yes.
I use clothes. If there's a cloth brand that wants to work with me,
first of all, look at your skin. I mean, come through.
Yeah,
just
you can just say it's a product.
we can change and say it's the product. And see, even the lassos that you use, you can start selling lassos.
Yeah. Like I always want to make it like something so big out of a small girl, and I want to make the main reason as to why I'm out here doing all these things at this young age, coming from the ghetto, is to make my fellow girls coming from the ghetto who always feel like it's not possible. Baby girl, it is possible. Yeah, I always feel like the word impossible inafaa kutolewa kwa dictionary because it's not existing.
What did you tell us at the beginning?
Impossible is nonsense.
It's nonsense.
Yeah, impossible is nonsense. You can. That is what I try to make Maisy Fidence Odalo like come up with. Impossible is nonsense. You can. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what you've gone through. You can. Odalo the poet, you're not alone.
Wow. We're excited. We're excited. Any projects you're working on that we should know about, that we should look out for?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
That's the teaser.
Something hot is cooking. Something that we've it's a done deal already. I'm just waiting for the wanaitwanga producers. Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to do their one or two things. Wanirembeshe kidogo. Then we
wafanya 1-2 to finalize kama tumesonga.
Yeah, tuirushe huko. But something is dropping soon. Should I say soonest, less than 1 week from now in my YouTube channel. Okay. So kindly subscribe, press the notification button. That is about to be my life. Subscribe, press the notification button, drop a comment, like, subscribe. Yeah, something hot is coming. Yeah. Nikisema hamuta subscribe.
Utaki kutupatia kila kitu.
Siwezi wa. Mko na ngapi?
Haitoshi, nimefilisika kwa hii specific episode. Nasema tu nyuma ya tent. Oh man, I've loved this episode so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Kwani
imedai?
Imagine.
Oh my goodness.
Just like that. Nilikwambia masani machache ulifikiria ni jokes.
But it has been so nice.
It's been nice.
I'm
so glad you enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it, Sana.
Awesome. So we're going to leave links to everything that we've talked about, all the descriptions, all her pages, they're going to be in the bio. Please check her out. And this YouTube Nini that's cooking, wait till the next episode that we bring her back, and then we'll be able to discuss. We have to do a follow-up.
Yeah. You guys do. Yeah.
Okay, say less.
Yeah.
So thank you, Maisy.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you guys. Bye. Say bye.
Bye. Adios, muchachos. Peace. That is what Mkuru says.
That's Mkurugenzi. Yeah, he does that all the time.